It's me, KingHuman. Happy New Year. Watch this. I'm going to rain money down on you like insanity. Watch this entire video. It's going to change your life. You're going to have the greatest year. Money's going to flow to you magically. It's going to be mind exploding if you watch this video. So check this out. I want to show a picture to you right now, and I want you to study it. Here it comes. Check this out. This is a picture of an elephant, one of the most powerful animals on the planet. And yet, if you study it, you will notice that that elephant is being held captive by a small chain and a little peg in the ground. Now, we all know that this elephant could break free of this limitation with one flick of his leg, right? One flick of his leg, he could pull that stake out of the ground, or he could break the chain, or both. He's got so much power and potential in him that that little limitation could not hold him in a million years. Yet, he allows it to happen. He allows that small chain and that little peg in the ground to keep him paralyzed, to keep him in place. Why is that? Because that's what has been taught to him. That's what he has been trained to believe from day one. And that's how the people around him, the humans, can control him and keep him doing what they want him to do. Now, what I want you to do is think about this as it applies to you and your limitations. Have you been living your life according to self-imposed limitations? Limitations that have been put on you by other people, but that you have freely accepted because you've been programmed to accept them. Let me use an example. And then I'm gonna really give you something huge. So we all grew up in the school system, and school taught us what? How to show up on time, how to be obedient, how to take in information and regurgitate it on command. All of these compliance factors, right? And then we were judged on how well we did those things. I'll tell you why school did this. School was invented back in the days when labor was needed, right? They just came out with factories, right? It was the Industrial Revolution. So they needed a huge pool of semi-skilled labor that they could control and that would comply and that could read directions and would show up on time and do all these things. So schools were basically factories that churned out masses of cheap labor for the plutocrats and the corporations of the world. And that system hasn't changed much since its inception. And we all went through that system, and we all learned, hey, if we do what they tell us, if we follow the programming, then we can get a decent JOB, which stands for just over broke, and we will be able to have a subsistence living. School did not teach us how to become wealthy. It didn't teach us how to become millionaires. It didn't teach us how to be the boss. You notice that? No, what school taught us was how to wear that chain around our leg and be needful of the JOBs that they offer us. So instead of empowering us, they made us dependent on a system that was going to abuse us. They were going to take our talents and pay us whatever wages they thought were fair. Well, fair to them, the employers. So let's say they paid us $10 an hour. They're making $100 an hour off of our labor. And what that is doing is, that is selling yourself wholesale. You don't want to do that. Now, who am I and why am I preaching this? Because first of all, I want you guys to wake up. I want you to stop being just another battery in the matrix. Now, who am I? I'm a guy who escaped being just another battery in the matrix. First of all, look at me. I'm older than Dracula. So I grew up before computers even existed. Imagine that. Computers didn't even exist, right? So I was taught, like that elephant, these are your limitations. Wear this chain. Learn this, 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 and this, and get a good job. Well, I ended up being a truck driver. And I thought, because that's the way programming works with these situations, I thought if you worked harder and you put in more hours doing what you did, you could become rich. But that's just exchanging your time for money, and you will never become rich if you do that, because there are so many hours in a day. You're limited to only so many hours in a day. So unless they're going to pay you $100,000 an hour, you're not going to get rich. And they're not going to pay you $100,000 an hour. So what you need to do is become self-empowered. And that's what I did. So I used to be a battery in the matrix driving a truck. Not to make this about me. I want you guys to apply what I'm saying to your own situation and see if it applies. But I used to be a stupid truck driver, busted my ass off at it, and I made decent money. At the time, I was happy. I thought I was in a good position, but that's only because I had no idea what else was available to me had I applied myself and had I pulled that stake out of the ground and roamed around, right? Just like that elephant is in that contained little area, right? And he has to exist on the few flakes of hay that his owners give to him. But if he self-empowers and he believes in his own inner strength and he stops the self-limitation, he pulls that stake out of the ground and he roams far away from where they want him to be, and he finds a huge field of all the grass he can eat. He's happy, he's wealthy. Now he is wealthy because he has broken free of his bondage. He's ventured far beyond his normal experience, his entire universe, and he's gone into an entire new area. And now he's experiencing something he's never experienced before in his life. Wealth, a wealth of food. The equivalent for us would be money, right? So that's what I want you to do, because that's what I did. I pulled out that stake. I roamed out into a total new area for me, which was self-employment and becoming my own boss and believing in myself. And I did that, and I did that, and I did that for a couple of years. And then, boom, all of a sudden, I found that field of grass. Millionaire, I'm not joking, online millionaire. Now, again, you're looking at a geezer who grew up before computers even existed. I know I'm rambling on here, but I'm trying to get you to associate with what I'm trying to get through to you. And that is, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to if you unlearn the garbage that has been programmed into you up to this point. Think about the self-limiting beliefs that people have pushed on you. And when I say people, it could be the people around you. It could be your parents. It could be the school system. It could be anything that tells you you cannot be a gazillionaire and encourages you to go after that is putting that chain around your leg. And again, I want you to realize you have the absolute power to break that chain. You can snap it just like that if you believe in your own power. Now, having said that, I'm going to show you, because I know a lot of people don't believe me, on the screen right now, I'm showing you the money that I make, Remember, I used to be an idiot truck driver. This money comes in every day, every week, every month. It just rolls in, and I do very little work to earn that money, believe it or not. I can teach you exactly what I do, and I can help you find your field of grass if that's what you want. And I'm dedicated to that. So if you want to learn exactly what I do, go to my website, thekinghumanelite.com, and sign up. And I'm even going to give you a discount code for 1 month. This is just for the new year. It's going to start today, and it's going to go on for 30 days because I only want people that are motivated to come and join me. So the discount code and the information is going to be in the video description below. Go grab it while you can. And I know you're probably defensive right now thinking, oh, he's trying to sell me a $2,000 course. No. This isn't even $40. So unclench your pucker butt. Unclench your pucker butt and roam outside of your little universe that you've been staked to and go into a much larger universe where you're going to have nothing but opportunity. So once you go to my website, I'm going to teach you everything that I know, everything that I have done. And not only that, I'm going to give you done for you products to get you started so that you can do it without the hard work that I had to do. Not only that, I'm going to give you my phone access so you can get direct phone access to me. And I'm going to help you for free. I'm not going to charge you anything for personal one-on-one coaching like every other, I'm not going to say the word, does, like every other jackhole out there does. I want you to be a success. If you don't believe it, go away right now. But that's my goal. I realize I'm not going to be on this planet forever. And I was always taught, leave a place better than you found it. So if I can empower some people to become millionaires or whatever, just become self-empowered. If I can even just put some people on the path to self-empowerment before I have to go, I feel like I've achieved something by being on this planet. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, whatever. Do it, don't do it. It's your life. It's up to you. But I wanted to put this out there to say, new thinking for the new year. Get your life in order, and remember, you are the author of your own life script. So write it yourself. Don't let other people write it for you. And break that chain from around your leg. All right? Maximum respect. I want to say thanks to everybody who has been a follower and a subscriber of mine for all these years. I've been, 15 years now? I know I've been slacking on my videos, but I need to get back into it. Thank you so much. I see you. I appreciate you. Maximum respect. All the best. Cheers.